Take a whimsical trip back in time to the warm, sunny memories of your childhood with Super Mario Sunshine. From day one, Super Mario Sunshine was up against an incredible challenge. The game was an indirect sequel to an absolute masterpiece. Super Mario 64 had become one of the most well-loved games of all time, and therefore was going to be an unbelievably hard act to follow. There were several major changes in the game, including the introduction of Flood as a sidekick, Flood nozzles as power-ups, Yoshi as a rideable support character in a 3D world, new characters, and even a lack of several characters that we had all become so familiar with in the previous game. The main story of Super Mario Sunshine sees Mario, Peach, and a handful of Toads on their way to a relaxing vacation on the sun-kissed tropical paradise of Isle Delfino. Upon their arrival at the airstrip, Mario and friends find themselves face to face with a giant pile of goop right in the middle of the runway. After a brief search of the area, Mario finds his new sidekick Flood, and together they quickly dispatch the monstrous mess before heading over to the main island. Mario and crew are shocked to find the Delfino Plaza is shrouded in darkness and despair as graffiti and filth cover the land. Mario is promptly arrested and blamed for the mess. As punishment, he is sentenced to clean up the disastrous dump and restore beauty to the once picturesque island. Mario begins his community service with a duel against what appears to be a giant pile of poo right in the middle of Delfino Plaza. After attacking the terrible turd with water from his new sidekick Flood, a huge piranha plant appears from the center of the pile and engages Mario in a fight between cleanliness and filth. With a few blasts of fresh water, the putrid piranha shrivels into the ground and reveals the statue of the great Pianta with a mysterious shadowy man standing on top of it. As Mario cleans up the island, Shadow Mario appears and leaves behind more messes during his relentless efforts to kidnap Princess Peach. After thwarting Shadow Mario's first attempt at kidnapping the princess, Mario gains access to the first level. The more progress that Mario makes in the game, the more messes appear in Delfino Plaza, offering Mario an opportunity to clean up the slop and gain access to more areas of the game. Delfino Plaza is the central hub of Isle Delfino. Normally a beautiful and sunny paradise, the island has been overrun with graffiti and filth as Shadow Mario runs amok, framing the real Mario for the crude crime spree. The plaza is made up of the main island, along with various small islands along the outskirts. There's also an underground sewer system full of coins and several one-ups to help Mario along his way. There are multiple shine sprites scattered across the plaza, including areas that contain hidden bonus levels that can range anywhere from incredibly fun to insidiously difficult. The first level that Mario gains access to is Bianco Hills, a subtle and charming mountain village with a massive windmill and a terrible weed problem. The windmill is wrapped in razor-sharp vines that'll hurt Mario if he even touches them. Atop the windmill stands Petey Piranha, looking for a fight, guarding a shine sprite. The village is filled with pokies, bees, and other enemies who will attack Mario if he gets anywhere near. Up next is Ricco Harbor, a shipping port full of pesky bloopers who spew sticky black ink along perilous pathways to create an unforgettable platforming experience. Bigger and badder than any blooper Mario has ever encountered, Gooper Blooper awaits within the small harbor town and challenges him twice in what could be the silliest and slipperiest battles in the game. Prestigious platforming and brilliant blooper battling aside, Ricco Harbor is also known for its incredibly fun yet notoriously tricky blooper surfing levels, where Mario must skim the surface of the water on the back of a green, yellow, or pink blooper to either complete a race course as quickly as possible or to collect what could be the most or second most difficult set of 8 red coins in the game. Third on the list of beautiful sceneries that Mario gets to visit during his not so relaxing vacation is Gelato Beach, a sort of beachside resort full of delightful dune buds, the hilarious yet frustrating cataquacks, and loads of happy Pianta and Noki people trying to catch some rays and enjoy the good life. Gelato Beach is also the home of the illustrious Sandbird, a massive bird made of, you guessed it, sand, which Mario must ride through the sky to collect 8 red coins. The beach also plays host to the beautiful coral reef, but be careful exploring it because the local Cheep Cheep will grab Mario and drag him deeper into the water, sometimes causing him to drown. Mario must also do battle with a massive Wiggler who is causing chaos and wreaking havoc along the beach, presumably angry with the fact that it was previously awakened from its nap by being cooked with the heat of the sun. Last but not least, Gelato Beach introduces us to the mysterious, machismo, masterful, and mighty Il Piantissimo, a possibly human character disguised almost flawlessly as a Pianta who wishes to race Mario and prove who is the fastest in all the land. Interestingly enough, Il Piantissimo is one of the very few human characters ever encountered in the older Mario games, whether 2D or 3D. After lounging on the beach all day, one may find themselves eager to go hit the incredible attractions at Isle Delfino's portentous playground, Pinna Park. Pinna Park is an amusement park with a thrilling roller coaster, charming Yoshi go-round, towering Ferris wheel, and pulse-pounding pirate ships. Gaining access to Pinna Park is marked by the unfortunate kidnapping of Princess Peach by the dastardly doppelganger Shadow Mario. After chasing Shadow Mario into the park, the real Mario must do battle against a massive Mecha Bowser by firing water missiles from Flood while cruising along the twisting and twirling track of the roller coaster. After destroying the monstrous mech, Shadow Mario reveals his true identity, Bowser Jr., the son of the great King Koopa himself. Bowser Jr. believes that Princess Peach is his mother and that Mario is a bad man who has kidnapped her from him and his father. Other notable segments from Pinna Park include the wildly fun climbing section on the backside of the Ferris wheel and the controller-crushingly infuriating challenge of collecting the 8 red coins found amongst the swinging pirate ships. Swinging into the next location, Mario finds himself saving the hauntingly beautiful Hotel Delfino from the electric enigma left behind by a massive translucent manta terrorizing Sirena Beach. This is quite possibly my most favorite level in the game because of the haunted hotel, the eerie atmosphere, the challenging puzzles, and the clear inspiration from the legendary song Hotel California. In addition to duking it out with the menacing manta, Mario must also save the hotel casino from the horrifying antics of the ghastly King Boo by first feeding him a spicy pepper, then knocking him for a loop with any of the other pieces of fruit that might be laying around while he is preoccupied with a fiery throat full of hellfire and future heartburn. Between the ghosts inside the hotel and the monsters outside, this one definitely earns a spot in my favorite memories from the entire game. Noki Bay is the gorgeous yet heavily polluted home of the Noki people. Full of entertaining platforming challenges and hidden pathways, Noki Bay provides both difficulty and fun as Mario clears up the polluted water by playing dentist to the terribly unhygienic, eely-mouthed eel hidden deep in the ancient Noki city beneath the waterfall. Mario first takes on Monty Mole in a turret atop a massive cork used to stop the waterfall entirely. In addition to this, Gooper Blooper makes his third and final appearance, clearly still bitter about Mario attempting to rip his face off in their 2 previous encounters. After the waters have cleared and Noki Bay has been returned to its former prestige, Mario returns to the ancient Noki city to collect the 8 red coins of the red coin fish in a fun yet tricky celebration of the restoration of the beauty that is Noki Bay. The final area is the stunning treetop home of the Piantas, Pianta Village. Right off the bat, Mario finds the place covered in fiery goop being left behind by a litter of sickly chain chomplets who were running around the village terrorizing everyone in hopes of relief from a nasty fever. Mario must first cool the chain chomplets off with Flood before grabbing their chain and shooting them into a nice bath near the center of the village. In a later level, Mario must provide the same assistance to a much trickier situation in which a full-size chain chomp is running amok in the village with a red-hot fever. There are also several flip gates that Mario can ground pound to gain access to the treacherously difficult but incredibly fun hanging and climbing segment below the village. In addition to platforming challenges, feverish chain chomps, and lava-like goop, Pianta Village also gives us the mysterious, machismo, masterful, and mighty Il Piantissimo. This time, Il Piantissimo challenges us to run across the village and up an absolutely massive tree. The race itself is not too hard, but not accidentally slipping and falling off the tree does add a bit of depth to this challenge. The village is also unique in that it is the only area where the time changes with each different level, being night in one level and day on the next, and so on. There is also a massive tree at the very center of the village that Mario can climb to the very top of. After completing the Shadow Mario chase in each area, Mario will return to Delfino Plaza to find the whole place deep underwater, leaving all but a few areas totally inaccessible. The Flood opens up the entrance to the fiery bowels of Corona Mountain. Upon entering, Mario immediately is met with long gaps over boiling lava. The platforms ahead either offer a blast of hot flames or a jab from from razor-sharp spikes that retract briefly into their platform. Once the platforming is done, Mario finds himself in a mud boat on a lake of lava with no choice but to use Flood to propel the boat forward in pursuit of the princess's bratty kidnapper. If Mario hits a pillar with his boat, it will sink almost immediately, and contact with the lava implies an inescapable death. Once Mario reaches the other end of the lava lake, he finds the rocket nozzle, which he can use to propel himself up the column of clouds that lead to the final fight, the big brawl, the battle with Bowser and Sun to valiantly free the princess from her prison. After reaching the top of the clouds, Mario encounters Bowser, Bowser Jr., and Peach in a gargantuan hot tub of bubbling green liquid. The fight begins promptly, requiring Mario to go to the 5 platforms around the hot tub and perform a ground pound from the full height of the rocket nozzle jump onto the flame marking in the center of each platform. During this, Mario must also dodge an onslaught of bullet bills fired from Bowser Jr.'s sub. A successful ground pound will destroy the platform, causing the entire area to tilt in that direction, splashing hot water at Mario as the platform slowly falls away. As Mario makes his final ground pound on the 5th platform, the entire hot tub flips over, spilling Bowser, Peach, and Mario and a badly damaged Flood down into Delfino Plaza. The scene cuts to Bowser and Bowser Jr. as Bowser approaches his son, telling him there's something about Peach that he needs to know. Bowser Jr. says that he knows that Peach is not his real mommy, and that someday, when he is older, he hopes to fight that Mario again. As the game wraps up, we see Mario, Peach, and the various Toads enjoying all of the beautiful places we just spent the game exploring. We find that Flood is in working order and enjoying some equally deserved time off as well.